Okay, this is going to be another video review of the Marshall JCM 2000 Dual Super Lead. This is the 50-watt version. This one has 2 channels, reverb, and an EQ. It's a pretty basic amp. Each channel has 2 modes. We'll just start with some pretty basic sounds. The EQ is all at 5. The presence is at 5. Treble, middle, and bass, it's at 5. The deep switch is engaged. The tone shift is not. We'll go through that later once I set up my sounds. So this is the classic gain channel A in clean mode. The gain is at 5, and this is what that sounds like. So that's the clean channel. I'm going to hit the crunch switch so you can hear how that sounds. And that's a pretty solid, basic Marshall tone. Let's turn up the gain a little bit and then see what we get. And that's basically the classic gain channel. Let's move on into the ultra gain channel. We'll start in lead 1 mode. The gain is at 2. You'll notice that it sounds quite a bit thinner than the classic gain channel. And I think that works out great for what I use it for. You don't want a lot of low end in your leads, and there's a little bit more emphasis in the mid-range. I like that. That's pretty cool. And already at 2, I think that's quite a bit of gain. So let's turn it up to 5 and then see how that sounds. So that was lead 1 mode. The gain's at 5. Let's turn the gain up to about 8 and see what happens. So that's with the gain on 8 and still in lead 1 mode. I'm going to turn the gain back down to 2, and I'll switch it into lead 2 mode so you can hear the difference in the gain. So that's with the gain just on 2. So there's quite a bit of gain in this mode. I'll bump the gain up to 5 and then 8 so you can hear how that sounds. Okay, that's a lot of gain. I'm going to set it up now how I like to play it. We'll move into classic gain channel A. In the crunch mode, I'll have the gain at about 4, and I'll leave the EQ flat so you can hear the difference with the overdrive pedal. The boost I'm using is a Boss Super Overdrive SD-1. I have the level maxed, the drive at about 2, and the tone maybe about 6. So that's how I set up the amp, that's how I play it. So what I'll do for my EQ is I'll dime the mids. I love mid-range. I'll turn up the bass a little bit and we'll see what kind of tone we get. I'll show you the deep switch now. I have it. It is engaged. I'm pretty sure I said that earlier. The deep switch is engaged. The tone shift is off. So I'm gonna play and then switch the deep switch off and then on, and then I'll turn the tone shift switch off and then on and off. And that's the deep switch. The deep switch adds quite a bit of low end. It sounds pretty decent. It just gives it a little bit more chug, a little bit more power, I think. But the tone shift switch I have no use for. I don't scoop my mids. Like I said, I love mid range, and the tone shift is basically just like a mid scoop switch. Let's switch into the ultra gain channel, and I'll show you how I like to set up my lead mode. The gain here is on 2. Maybe I'll bump it up to 4 again. I'll have it on lead 1 channel, lead 1 mode of the ultra gain, and then I'll switch the boost on and off so you can hear how that sounds. So that's my run through of the Marshall JCM 2000 Dual Super Lead. The 50 watt, I like this amp a lot. It's my favorite amp right now. I haven't tried the new Marshall JVMs. If I do get a chance, I'll try to make a review. And I would like to make some other videos of like a rectifier and a stiletto and also Dano and whatever else I can get my hands on. So, thanks for watching.